your experience coaching William with the Marlies impact how you've coached him now, and what have you seen in his last 20 or so games that's led to such consistent offensive production?
Well, I think like all the players that I have coached before, you're not starting from scratch, so you've got more experience, a bit of a relationship. Obviously, it was a pretty short time, relatively speaking, just the one season. It was really not even a full season, but it gives you more perspective on the player and all of that. So I think it's helped me. I'm not sure whether it played a factor with any of the players, but just in the last little bit, he seems to be really confident, and he's finding ways to get around the puck in good spots, and he's making good on it.
Biggest growth, is that the biggest part of his game has grown, where his game has grown the most around the net? Because there's a perception that maybe true or not that he was more of a perimeter player. Obviously, the numbers are suggesting otherwise.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the times where you're talking about him as a perimeter player, it's when he has the puck on his stick a lot, and it's hard when you have it on your stick to find your way to the inside because the other team's not going to let you get there. Where he's having a lot of success now is when others have the puck, he's putting himself in good spots so that when it does arrive to the net, he's there. So he's figured that part out for sure, and it's helping him.
Well, he's scoring a lot of goals around the net, so I think his ability to control the play and have a lot of poise and find the open man, he does very well, but how he's getting kind of into good scoring areas around the net, finding ways to be effective in different areas. I think he's just added some different things to his repertoire that's leading to obviously a lot of production and doing a lot of good things with the puck and contributing in a big way.
Is the pressure of contracts, is that a real thing when a guy comes in and tries to justify that money?
Maybe for some guys. I think for myself, try to approach the game the same way. You just go out there, enjoy playing, and I think there's a reason why you're in the situation you're in. You're at this level. You've earned that opportunity because of who you are, the type of player you are. So not really to lose sight of that. I think last year for him, just the set of circumstances, I think just really were great when you've been off for almost 7 months or around 7 months, and everyone's had a full training camp in 2 months of a season. You come over and you have 3 days, 4 days, and you're jumping right into a game, and things don't click maybe as early as you like, and then just feels like you can never really get on track. So I think for him, he's just been able to focus on playing his game and not worrying about anything else other than what he has to do to help the team.
You've played with Willie at one level, you've seen him at this level, and certainly in a year where he's made strides. Where has he made the greatest strides, do you think, in terms of his success over the last 20, 21 games?
Yeah, I think last year was probably tough for him coming in cold halfway through the year, so obviously you don't get in a rhythm that way, and he's been able to get in a really good scoring rhythm and find ways to get big goals for us in a lot of our games this year, so it's been great to see.
Finally back home. It's been almost 2 weeks, and the team was in a bit of a waste prior to heading into the All-Star break. Is there a challenge coming off the success you've had the last couple of games on the road and trying to get that duplicated at home over a consistent stretch?
Yeah, totally, and I think you said it's just the consistency. We've had some good games here and there, but we're just trying to be consistent and come to play every night and play like we can. So we're pretty confident if we do that, we're going to end up on the right side most nights. So we're just working on improving in that sense.
What's the common thread from game Nashville-Dallas that you'd like to see repeated tomorrow against Ottawa?
I just think that our attention to detail was really good, and it allowed us to play with the puck a lot. So we had the puck a lot in the offensive zone. So, for us, that's conducive to scoring goals, which is conducive to winning. So it's kind of our MO at this point, and we're just looking to continue that.
What's the perspective of playing with Jake and what he does out there?
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's great physically. He's always dependable in our zone. He's always in the right spots. So, I really like playing with him. I'm happy to have him back.
You haven't hesitated to head off if there's an opportunity. I think we saw it in Dallas the other night. What do you have to see before you take off and head toward the net and maybe create a scoring opportunity?
Yeah, I think that particular play was a 4-on-4 maybe, so I had swung to the left side, and I think JT had it, and I noticed that I had a lot of speed, and I didn't think that anybody was kind of with me, so I ended up getting the puck and just trying to take it to the net, and still working on the scoring touch a little bit, but we'll figure it out.
I think the only thing that's really been kind of given is just more opportunity, so I think for us, we've just been trying to take advantage of that, and obviously we changed up a lot of things, like you said. We've been playing a little bit more throughout the game, so I think as players, as offensive players, that's everything you want, right? So it's what you do with that opportunity, and I think we've just been trying to make the most of it.
John was saying that he's probably not as sharp as he wants to be right now. Have you seen a difference in his game, and what does it say that you guys are finding success even without him producing like he did last season?
I mean, he plays well for us every night. I think when you come back from long breaks like that, I mean, it's tough to kind of get back into the swing of things when you haven't played a game in that long. So it usually takes a game or two to kind of get back kind of in a momentum and in a groove. And I mean, we got plenty of games here coming up to kind of get back in that rhythm that we were prior to the break. So I mean, I don't think him not producing like he wants to the last couple of games is really an area of concern for anybody, because we know the type of player that he is, and I mean, in the long run he's going to make plays and he's going to produce, and obviously he's the leader of this team.
Did you guys have a bit more say in the playlist today?
A little bit. I mean, I still love to see some improvements, but we'll see next time.
Auston, with so many playmakers on this team, how much of a challenge is it as this club matures to play away from the puck? Willie, a case in point with how well he plays in the open ice and finishing what we saw in Dallas the other night.
I think that's just a key area for everybody. We want to make sure that we're still being responsible on our own end. But I think when we've played well in our own end and kept to our structure, we've seen the amount of chances that we can create going the other way. So I think as long as we just stay honest with that and do things the right way and stay within our structure, I think the offense will come, and you just got to kind of believe in it.